Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I am here with three other ambassadors on my team, and we are here to share a little bit more with you about what Plexus is and our products. And so I'm just going to jump in and start with our products. I know that your time is valuable, and I really do not want to waste much of your time tonight. So I'm going to try to keep this meeting to under 30 minutes so that you can watch it and get on with your evening. So I'm excited that y'all are here with us tonight. So first I want to start with Plexus Slim. It is our flagship product. It is what makes our company what it is. And it is that pink drink that you see everyone talking about probably on social media. You probably have seen lots of posts by me about the pink drink. And so I want to tell you what it is and why I love it. So it comes in this little individually sealed packet. So it's super easy for you to carry around with you. It is sweetened with stevia. It is colored with beetroot. It is all natural plant-based product. And so I feel healthy drinking it every day for the past almost 6 years. I give it to my kids. It is a safe, clean product. But what it does, one of the main things that it does is help keeps your blood sugar stable. Now you might be thinking, I'm not diabetic. Why do I need stable blood sugars? I'm fine. Well, here's why. So when your body works naturally, it's going to release insulin to help keep those blood sugars stable throughout the day, as maybe you eat something sugary or you're not eating a perfect diet. And so your body releases insulin so that it brings your blood sugar back to where it's supposed to be. If you're doing this all day throughout the day, then your body's releasing a lot of insulin, and it just takes a little bit to do what it needs to do. You release too much and it's going to wreak havoc on the rest of your hormones and cause your body just to kind of be off kilter. Maybe you feel bloated in your gut, or you're sluggish in the afternoons and you need a nap, or you just don't feel like yourself. A lot of times it can be what's going on with your body as it's trying to keep your blood sugar stable. So stabilized blood sugars can be a game changer for a lot of people just in how you feel, because what I like to tell people what Plexus is going to do for you is it's going to make your body work the way God designed it to work. So you're going to feel normal. You're going to feel the way that you should feel. It's not a high of energy because it is not caffeinated and or full of sugar or anything like that. It's going to give you an artificial high, but you will feel an energy increase just because your body's working the way it's supposed to be working. It also reduces inflammation, which is huge because we want lower inflammation in our body. So it's an amazing, simple process. That's all there really is to Plexus Slim. We have two forms of it. One has an extra hunger control component. So if you feel like you need just an extra help with your hunger, go with that one. The other one is more for gut support. So it's a pretty simple process. Both are going to do the same things. It's just kind of if you want a little bit extra for that hunger control element. So now I want to talk to you about some of our other products. So we have a lot. I'm not going to go through all of them. And what I want to tell you mostly is that our products, almost every one of them, just have one or two things that set them apart from everything else on the market. Because you can go anywhere and buy a multivitamin or a probiotic, and I am fully aware of that. And you can probably spend less. You can also spend more. But I'm not the only one out there. So, or what I'm selling is not the only one out there. So I want to tell you why ours are different, what sets them apart. So the first one is our ProBio 5. And this is the one I have been asked about the most. Why is your probiotic different? There are so many great probiotics out there. There truly, truly are. But what makes ours different is that it has an enzyme blend in it that is actually created to help attack candida that grows in your gut. It's a yeast that grows in your gut. And it's so cool to look at the science of the ingredients, because there's 3 different enzymes, and there's also 3 different parts to the cellular wall of candida. And each enzyme attacks a different part of the cell wall. So it's so cool. If you love the science behind things, whoever created this product is genius. So it has those enzymes. It gets rid of the bad bacteria in your gut, and it has an antifungal to go in and kill it. And so it is not just adding good bacteria to your gut. It's getting the bad out, which that is the game changer part about this product. That's why people love it. That's what sets it apart. So the next product is our BioCleanse, which pairs with ProBio 5 and Slim for our triplex combo. It's a magnesium I never can say this word correctly, bioflavonoid blend product. It's not a scary cleanse. I will take this product every day for the rest of my life. It's not something that's going to send you rushing to the bathroom, but it's going to keep you going to the bathroom at a normal rate. So it also helps support detox, which when you're taking ProBio for the first time and you're killing out that bad bacteria, you need the detox support, I promise. It's going to make you feel better. Our next product is our X Factor Plus. This is our multivitamin. Again, you can get these anywhere. Why is this different? One of my favorite additions to this product is aloe. So aloe can increase the absorption of vitamins by up to 2,000%. So that's percent. That's a huge amount. And so increasing that absorption of your vitamins is going to make you feel the effect of your multivitamin. If you are taking a multivitamin and you can't tell a difference, it might not be working for you. So give ours a try. Next, I want to talk to y'all about is Block. I have the old bottle. So the new bottles look more like this, but you get to see the old one. This is kind of a cheat pill. It blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugars in food. And so if you're going out for dessert or ice cream on a special occasion, pop a couple before you eat it, and it's good for that. Our next product is our newest one that I'm really, really, really excited about. This is MetaBurn, and you may have seen a few of us like raving about this. It just came out right before Christmas. It is a fat burner, metabolism boosting, energy giving, mood enhancing product. And one thing that it has that sets it apart is adaptogen herbs. And not to go all sciencey again on you, but this helps with your adrenal glands, which again can help with your hormones, your energy levels. It is just a great nutritional product to have to make your body feel the way it's supposed to feel. So you may see a trend here with what we're going with Plexus. It is not just about weight loss. It's about feeling like you're supposed to feel the way you were designed to feel. These are health products. And I love that we added this health spin to this product that is for weight loss. It is a fat burner, metabolism boosting weight loss pill. But it's not just that. It's so much more than that. And I love that about it. And the ingredients are pure. There are no crazy stimulants in it. There is caffeine, and it is just caffeine. And so it is pure caffeine. It is no more than what you would get from a cup of coffee. So if you're comfortable with a cup of coffee, you're probably going to be just fine with MetaBurn. And then the last of the 7 products I wanted to talk to y'all about is one of my most favorite, and that is Ease. And this I feel like is one of our most underappreciated products too. I love this product. It is a natural pain relief product. It's what I grab if I have a headache instead of Advil. But it is so much more than just that. It can help with chronic pain because it's anti-inflammatory, but it is also antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal. So anytime I start to feel sniffles coming on, or I wake up out of bed and I feel like I've been hit by a truck, you know, that feeling you get right before you're about to get sick. If I pop a couple of these, as soon as I feel the onset of my symptoms, it's gone. It knocks it. It is magic. So I love that pill so much. And plus, I take it daily for inflammation because it is a stronger anti-inflammatory than Slim. Slim is an anti-inflammatory, but this one just amps it up even more because inflammation, it's just bad for your body. And I also don't like how it makes my face look. When I miss it like a week, I get kind of pudgy. So you may notice that through pictures of me on Facebook. I tend to get inflammation in my face. There are some people who carry it here more than others. So if you see me getting puffy, tell me to go take my Ease. I've probably been forgetting. It has, I forgot to tell you what ingredient it has. That's awesome. It has New Zealand green-lipped mussel. So if you have a mollusk allergy, you might want to stay away from that. Then there's one more product I want to talk to you about, but the first 7, these are 7 I've talked about first. I want you to remember these first 7. And then the last set is our Joyum set. This is our skincare set. It's not just skincare. Again, we're Plexus. We're going to have to make it different and special. It has a prebiotic blend in it that helps reach the good bacteria on your skin. bacteria is not just in your gut. Your bacteria flora is all over. And so it's reaching that good bacteria in your skin to give you that glow. It's to make your skin healthy. I love this product so much. Now, those first 7 right now are on a special for $179 for 7 products. A month supply of Slim alone is half that, I think. Maybe, yeah, it's about a half that. And so this is an amazing deal to get all of these products for that price. So it comes out to about $25 in product, a really, really good deal. If you want the Joyome instead, we have an amazing deal with that paired with the triplex and our protein shakes. So reach out to the person who invited you to this event because the specials we have right now are really good. So now I want you to hear the stories now that I've kind of gone over the products. So I'm going to kick it off to Debbie. We're going to go through 3 different people. They're going to share their stories with you, and then I'll close this out. So take us, Debbie.
All right. Thanks for inviting me, Nikki, to share. I'm looking at this panel. I think I'm the token old person in the group, but that's okay. You know, I turn 48 next month, but what I always tell people is, you know what, age is just a number. It's how you feel. And truly, truly, Plexus has been that game changer for me. You know, I started out struggling as a teen with my thyroid function. I've been seeing an endocrinologist since I was a teen. I'm 47 now, and that's a long time, and it's a long time to be on thyroid meds. And, you know, just a lot of things that went on with that I struggled with all my life was constipation, fatigue, you know, dry skin, all of those things. And I thought those things were just normal part of life. Come to find out, it's not normal to feel that way. And about the age of 40, I actually had to have a hysterectomy and had a complete hysterectomy and ovaries removed. So I went into surgically induced menopause at age 40, which is really young to do that. And, you know, that just threw my body into another tailspin hormonally and everything else. And I was really, honestly, a hot mess at that point because most people don't go through menopause at that age. And, you know, I have my master's in health education, but back in the 90s when I got my master's and I did my thesis, I did it over thyroid disease because I struggled with that. But nowhere during that time frame did I see anything about gut health being related to that and possibly helping that. And so fast forward to having my hysterectomy and going through a period of time in my life where I had gone from a stay-at-home mom back to work, high stress. My dad had a massive stroke, nearly passed away, and a lot of stress in my life. My blood pressure was going up, and having conversations with my doctor about going on blood pressure medications at that point. I was not ever put on anxiety meds, but I was pretty close. I mean, I probably needed to be because I was super stressed and I wasn't sleeping at night. And then coupled with the hormonal issues going on, I knew I needed to do something. And exercising and eating healthy, which is what I was trained to do, wasn't cutting it. There was something else missing. And so I'm going to be totally honest with you. I tried Plexus and I quit. I tried it for about 6 weeks, and it wasn't a problem of me being consistent. It was a problem of me not giving it enough time. So I quit. I got a refund. And then it was about 2 months later that I was just miserable. And I told my husband, I said, we've got to do something. And so he agreed to join in with me. We started, and I was not on the triplex when I started the first time because that was over 4.5 years ago. And when we restarted, I joined for the wholesale pricing because I like a good deal. And we got on the triplex. And I don't remember when we got on the X Factor Plus or the X Factor. That was what was then the multivitamin. But at some point in that first year we did. But the beautiful thing is we worked with the products. We were consistent. We gave it time. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this 6 months to a year and reevaluate because I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. And after a couple of months, we started feeling better. After a few more months, people started noticing outside changes. There were internal things happening that we knew we were feeling better, but people started noticing the external things. And then the beautiful thing too is because I've had to see a thyroid doctor or endocrinologist all my life, he was doing blood work every 6 months. So he started seeing my thyroid function improve. And so we knew we were onto something that was helping us. I had no idea. I thought it was just going to help lose weight. And I really did. And I thought that was the thing. That was what was going to get us healthy. And truly, within that first year of a process, I lost 25 pounds and my blood pressure was lowered. No longer do we have talks. It's 4.5 years later. I've kept off that weight. I have no idea how many inches. I just know it was a lot. I went from a size 12 pants to a size 4, have continued to stay in those sizes and continue to keep that weight off, because truly, Plexus helped get my body balanced. It helped me reduce the inflammation. It helped me get my gut healthy, and it helped me just balance my blood sugar so that it could function the way God intended. And so, for me, it has been a huge blessing. My husband has a great testimony too, but that's just, when you feel better at 47 with the hysterectomy and thyroid issues than you did in your 20s, that says something. And it truly was a blessing that God had to change my heart to get over my skepticism and try it, and get over myself basically and give it a try and give it a fair shot, because it truly, truly just turned my health around. And it also, another unexpected blessing was it turned into a business that I never intended to work the business. But what I will say about that is my heart's desire has always been to be a mom and a wife and a stay-at-home mom. I had to go back to work when we moved back to the States. And I prayed for a way to be able to do that, not knowing that he would use this in a way of just me sharing what it's done for me and my family to allow me to stay home again and work from home and also contribute to the family income. So it's been a huge blessing, unexpected blessing.
Thank you, Debbie. And so now I think Jenny is going to share with us her story.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. So I'm Jenny Wolf. I'm a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. And, my story kind of starts back in 2013, whenever I first became a mom. I had always wanted to become a mom. It was like my life's dream to become a mom. I used to just imagine all the fun things I would do with my kids and how I would be really hands-on and, the fun mom, And so, like I said, 2013, my son was born. And I ended up getting really, really severe postpartum depression and anxiety. And when I say severe, I mean severe. There were times that I couldn't leave the house for a couple weeks at a time, 2 to 3 weeks, I would be stuck in my home. Every time I would leave, I would have massive panic attacks. If you knew me before Plexus, you would know that I had never struggled with anything like that before. This is all very new to me, these struggles. And, I kind of just figured that was how my life was going to be. I didn't know a way out of it. So I would just pray that God would help me find something else, a better way to get myself out of that dark place. And then when my son was 8 months old, I got pregnant again. Of course, I wasn't healed very well at that point either. But my daughter was born 17 months after my son. And again, it was a struggle. I would try just to make it through the day in zombie mode. Of course, having babies back to back is already really hard, but going through all of the challenges and the lack of sleep and just the normal mom stuff on top of, postpartum issues was just very taxing. And then come 2016, my husband, this month marks 13 years in the Marine Corps for him. He deployed. He left at the very beginning of January of 2016 and did not return until Christmas Eve. So he was gone the full year, pretty much. And during that year, I was alone, completely by myself, with 2 toddlers, very little help, very little support, very little adult interaction. And it was, again, very, very stressful. And during that time, I started experiencing a lot of health issues. I was 27 years old. I was 120 pounds. I was breastfeeding still, and I was also on a plant-based diet and working out 5 days a week. So I should have been healthy, but I had a massive sugar addiction. My hair started falling out. I started having hot flashes again. Like I said, I was 27, having hot flashes. I was having horrible insomnia, and I could barely get off the couch a lot of days. And I was grumpy. I was grumpy with my kids all the time. I was not that mom that I dreamt of being. I couldn't be that mom that I dreamt of being. And I started seeing people posting about gut health and about Plexus, and I used to make fun of those people. I was like, oh my gosh, another one of those companies. Oh my gosh. And, I tend to be a little bit more on like the picky side when it comes to ingredients. Like I said, I was breastfeeding, and I didn't want to take anything that, could harm me or my kids or have crazy side effects or anything, because no doctors could really give me any answers. Eventually, I did get diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and adrenal fatigue. But it took a long time to get those answers. And even then they couldn't really give me a lot of resolution. So I was desperate. So I started Plexus, and within a few weeks, I was able to get up and interact with my kids more. Like I was saying, I was working out, but even those workouts they would kill me physically. I was able to make it through those a lot easier. And I was just happier. I was in a good mood, and I didn't tell my husband since he was out of the country. But he was like, okay, what is going on with you? Because I feel like I have my wife back. And that was when I knew, okay, these products, they're working. This is exactly what I've been praying for. Like all that time that I thought this was just going to be my life, I was just going to struggle through. And if you have an autoimmune disease, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, of course. But if you are one of the unfortunate ones that has to deal with that, there is hope, because I didn't have hope for a long time either. And I've been on the products for 2.5 years now, and the products keep getting better, and my health keeps getting better. And, every time I think, oh, it can't get better. Like Nikki mentioned, they just came out with a Metaburn, which was specifically made for adrenal fatigue and thyroid function. So on top of already having my gut health in line, which helped immensely, I'm actually in remission from my autoimmune disease. I'm not on any prescription medication. This was like the icing on the cake. I am finally feeling better than I've ever felt before. I'm 30, and I feel better than I felt in college. Like, what more could I ask for? And how could I not share about these products? So again, like Debbie mentioned, this turned into an accidental business. I'm able to share it with my friends and, my family and my loved ones, and not only see them, thriving and feeling better and feeling healthier, but I'm able to help provide for my family, which is such a good feeling. I am closer and closer to allowing my husband to not have to go away for a long time anymore. And, that's just a really good feeling and a huge blessing for me. So, thank you for listening to my story, and get with the person that invited you if you have any more questions.
Thank you, Jenny. Okay, and our last testimony up is Esther.
Hi, everyone. My name is Esther Ziski, and wow, Jenny and Debbie, those are some amazing testimonies. So I will just get right into mine and try to make it quick, guys. I know we've been taking up some of your time. So I was 30. It was the year I turned 30. I had always been a pretty healthy person. I grew up healthy, exercised, ate pretty clean. I guess not really through college, but at 30, you know, I'd been married for a while and I'd been eating pretty clean. And I had always struggled with, I always felt like I was more tired than the average person. At 30, I had 2 boys, 2 young boys, and my fatigue was just getting worse and worse. And then what kind of was the icing on the cake was my joints that had always been bad, got really, really bad. I'm a photographer, so I was doing, you know, photo shoots a lot, and it was really hard for me to get down and up without being in a lot of pain. And then I would come home and have to just lay on the couch because my knees hurt so bad. And it wasn't just my knees that hurt, my hips, my back, my shoulders, neck, my hands were starting to get stiff. And I honestly thought I was getting arthritis, but I was scared to go to the doctor and get put on arthritis medication. And I wanted to find something natural that helped with my health issues. I wanted to fix my fatigue and my energy because I'd gone to doctors and gotten blood work done on why I was so tired. And basically all it is, Esther, you're healthy. You just have 2 little boys. And it wasn't just normal tired. My boys were good sleepers. I was sleeping 9 hours a night, but I would wake up tired every morning. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, I just need to get in the shower. And once I get in the shower, then I'll have, so then I would get in the shower and I would wrap myself up in a towel and I would go back to bed because I was still exhausted. And I would force myself to get through the day. I would force myself, and, you know, I would drink coffee on top of coffee, about a pot probably, if we're being honest. And I was just still always tired. So I didn't want to live like that for the rest of my life. And I wanted to be a good mom and a good wife. And I needed to find something to help myself before I went to the doctor and got put on medication, which would have been my last resort. So I had been trying a different health products. I've been trying to, you know, cut out certain things in my diet, and nothing really worked. I had some knowledge on gut health and blood sugar before Plexus, and I had been researching a lot about Candida. So I was kind of leaning in that direction already, and I thought that my fatigue had to do with blood sugar issues. I really thought it was with low blood sugar because I could kind of tell with how I ate. But it was really hard to keep my energy up because even if I would have like a few carbs, I feel like that would spike and then I would drop. So I heard about Plexus through a friend, and it kind of went in one ear and out the other because I thought it was just all about weight loss. So then a few more months went by, and another friend posted on Facebook about how Plexus had helped her husband. And then she messaged me and was saying, was talking about how it helped with his rheumatoid arthritis so much. And I'm like, well, if it helped with his joints, and if he's, that severe, he had rheumatoid arthritis, he was on like, I think 10 different medications or something like that. And he'd gotten off about the shot. So I went ahead and tried a 7-day trial of Slim to see first if it would help with my energy, if I even liked the flavor, to kind of see how it was. And by the end of that week, I knew I needed Slim for my energy. My energy had never been that good in a very, very long time. I had even gone, when I was on my 7-day trial, I had even gone away to Chicago for a weekend and came back. And when I got back, that would have like sent me into another day of crazy fatigue. But I came back and I wasn't tired from the trip. So I went ahead and ordered a 30-day supply of the triplex, and I just joined as an ambassador to get the discount. That's all I wanted. I also had, I want to up a little bit. I also had stomach issues. I thought it was normal for myself to have bowel movement every 3 to 4 days. And this was me my entire adult life that I can remember. So obviously there was underlying gut issues that I'd had for a really long time that needed work. I was also borderline, I'm not going to say depressed because I was never diagnosed with depression, but I always felt sad. Not always, but I felt like I was more sad than I should be with the kind of life I had, because I really didn't have anything to be sad about. Anyways, I ordered the triplex, and I went into it with knowing that it was going to take time to heal my body from the inside out. It was not going to be an overnight fix. So yes, my energy improved pretty quickly, but there were still, those first couple months, there were still, days where I would feel tired. My stomach, I started getting regular in the restroom pretty quickly. That BioCleanse is my best friend. And then my joints, over the course of about 3 months is what I really started noticing that they were getting better. So no, it wasn't like an instant fix, but I knew it was going to take time. So today I am 34, so I've been taking Plexus for 4 years. I've added 2 more kids to so I have 4 babies now. I've gone through 2 pregnancies on Plexus. And another thing I want to talk about is my first 2 babies. I had a really hard time breastfeeding. I had to supplement them with formula from the beginning for like the first few weeks. And then just because I starved my babies. And then I dried up completely at 5 months, like barely 5 months. I was completely dried up unwillingly. So that was hard for me because I knew how good and beneficial breastfeeding was. And I just had a hard time not, I just felt like my body wasn't functioning properly. So I was mad at my boobs, if you can say that. So my last 2 babies, I have been able to breastfeed exclusively for 7 months. And then I did have to introduce formula, and then I dried up at 9 months. So I know that's not like amazing for some of you milk cows out there. But for me, it was a huge, huge success. My pregnancies were very healthy. My last 2 Plexus babies were also healthy, the happiest out of my 4, and best sleepers, and no stomach issues at all. So wanted to just touch on that briefly. So when I first started Plexus, I joined as an ambassador because I just wanted a discount, and I swore I would never ever sell the products. So now here I am with my foot in my mouth, because after 1.5 years of taking Plexus, I decided I was selfish not to share, because I had all of these people around me that needed these products, and I wasn't even talking to them about it. Yes, I had mentioned to like my sister and my sister-in-law here and there what I was doing, but wasn't publicly sharing. So one day I just decided that I needed to share, and I started sharing Plexus, and since then the business has been amazing. I had been burned by another direct sales company that I always felt like I was putting out more than I was receiving, and I've never felt like that with Plexus. I love the company. I love the products. Since then I've added, talking about the products, so I don't just take Plexus anymore. I take the triplex, which is Slim, Probio 5, and BioCleanse, and Factor Plus. I take Mega X, and I use the Joyome also, which is amazing. I had tried a lot of different things for my face, because when you hit 30, things start happening that you don't want happening. So it's all just been a huge blessing in my life. I love having a company that I trust and that I can find their products. I love that they're natural, and I love that they're clean. I am very, very picky when it comes to ingredients. So that is my story. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too long.
Thank you so much. I love hearing the stories. It really is the best part about this. And now I know we've ran over, but I wanted to let me talk for 5 more minutes and then I'll let y'all go. But I want to share my story with y'all now too. As you heard these 3 ladies say, they joined for the products and they swore they would never sell. And I love when I hear people say that because my story is different. I did not. I joined for the business. I didn't really even know what the products were. I knew that there was weight loss, and I thought, if I can lose weight, I can sell weight loss. It seems like an easy sell. All women want to lose weight. And so I thought, I can do this. I needed the money. I was in another direct sell company before this. I was selling blue jeans. The company no longer exists. And I was lugging inventory and working hard. And I was a stay-at-home mom of 4 babies. And we were just trying to I just wanted margin. That's what I wanted. It wasn't that my husband wasn't providing. He was an airline pilot, which is it's a rough industry. It sounds like a glamorous job, but it's rough. And so I wanted margin with these 4 babies to be able to put my girls in ballet and my son in football and do extra or any vacations, and to go on dates with my husband. And so we didn't have that ability. We were very much living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm a math girl. My degree's in math. And so I looked at the compensation plan and it made sense to me. I thought I can do this. I can make this work. And so I jumped in with both feet. My best friend, Heather Burke, started it first and I jumped in with her. And I went in with a goal of making enough money to pay for our groceries and a date night every month. That was my goal. And that's what I thought was my big, huge, hairy goal. That was my BHAG. And that's what I had planned. And so I jumped in, not really knowing about the products, not thinking I really even needed them, but I thought, well, I should at least take them if I'm going to sell them. I need to know what I'm selling. And so I got on the Slim and Accelerator, which was one of our more popular weight loss products at the time when I joined. And so 2.5 months in, maybe just 2 months in, I had lost 15 pounds. I felt amazing. I had just started taking the ProBio and BioCleanse along with that combo, and I was feeling different. I didn't realize I was a little bit more sluggish before and that I was struggling, which I had 4 kids in 7 years, so I assumed it was that. And I had already reached that financial goal. And that was massive because I've done network marketing before and I had never been able to be successful. I was with the jean company for like 2.5 years, I think, and I never reached the first rank. To make that amount of money in a month, I would have had to have hosted like 8 or 10 parties. And that was a lot of work. And so to have reached it that quick seemed mind blowing to me. And I remember when I opened that paycheck and found that out, I had just had lunch with a friend and I was driving home. And I just remember tears rolling down my cheeks and thinking that I had totally put God in a box with his plans for this business. It was so much bigger than what I thought it was going to be. And that's what I realized, like, this is going to be something big. Like, we're going to change lives here, and this is going to be huge for my family. And so here I am. It'll be 6 years in March, and which seems crazy to me that this journey's it's already been that long for me in this journey. And these products have radically changed my family's life. Not just mine, my husband, my children, my sister, my dad, so much. And it's so cool to see what it has done for them. So the health side, the products work, or guys, I would not still be here and I would not be making money. Companies whose products don't work, you see people go up and down real fast and then they fizzle out. So 6 years later to still be here and going strong is a huge testament to the products. And that's all I can give that to. These products work. But 6 years later, I am meeting that goal over 50 times a month. And what this is doing for our family, it's allowing so much more than a date with my husband and food on our table. It is generational change for my kids. It isn't just ballet lessons and football. Like, it is setting up trust funds for them. It is setting up something I can give them and pass down. It's creating a legacy for my babies. And I can't even begin to explain how grateful I am for this opportunity and what it's done for us. And so, and again, I am the girl that was bad at network marketing. So if I can do this, I promise you can. If you go look on my Facebook today, I tied a zip tie around my thumb, y'all. And I did that on, like, intentionally. It wasn't an accident. I put it on, I pulled it, it got a little tight, and I pulled it tighter. Like, there was no explanation to that. So if the girl who can get a zip tie stuck on her thumb can be successful in this, you can too. I promise. And so my biggest takeaway for you tonight is, if you're thinking about this business, don't make your goal small. Dream big. Dream so much bigger than I initially did, because this can be huge for you and your family. So I hope this answered any questions you have tonight. Reach out to the person who invited you to this event. Don't forget 7 products for $179. That is Slim, ProBio, BioCleanse, X-Factor, MetaBurn, Block, and Ease. I mean, that's amazing. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for listening.